Whenever you shoot out bullets, they can tell where you're coming from and they can like pinpoint you through the smoke a lot easier because you're closer to the smoke. If you're gonna spray out with like a vandal or something, the reason why they're spraying from here, it's because it's hard to like pinpoint on where they're gonna be spraying from. All you see is like bullets pushing through the smoke. Whenever you shoot the bullets, they can see exactly where your bullets are coming from, so it makes it a lot easier to like spray down the smoke from their perspective.
Hello YouTube, my name is Noctile. I'm a Radiant player since God knows how long. Welcome to my coaching series where I will take you and my community from any and every rank to figure out how you can productively learn and improve in Valorant. And the best part is it's free. If you'd like to take a chance, join my Discord via the link in the description below and read up on the rules for submission, and I'll see you there.
I flash early for info. If no one, then I dog outside hookah.
Nice, I like that. I like that call.
Hawk out. Time to hunt.
3. Careful. I can flash for you if you want.
Okay, try.
Hawk out. Blinded.
The Reyna was flashed too. He wasn't ready.
I didn't hit anything.
A few things here. One, your Reyna was holding this angle right here. It's nice. I love this angle a lot. Often your enemy raise would throw in a boom bot that you can destroy. You can instantly break it so fast. And right after breaking that, it's so easy to get out to. What you could have done better is probably wait for Reyna to actually make contact with the enemy before throwing utils. When you throw out your dog, it opens them to the possibility that, oh, that there are people actually waiting outside the TP, waiting to back up this person in hookah. Whereas if they try to like creep in, focusing only on hookah, in a way, you're baiting Reyna, but that's completely okay. Because the person that you're supporting is a Reyna, they need to actually get into gunfights. Wait for a contact here. Reyna could have killed one or maybe even just damaged someone. Maybe then you would have thrown your dog. Because then we already know that they're close enough to the TP. Whereas the moment the dog is out there, you can just jump on someone without it being broken. Right after then, you would have flashed. But in the first flash that you showed, after throwing the dog,
Okay, try.
Hawk out.
you flashed your Reyna. Sorry. It's why the peak was a bit delayed too. It would have been better, absolutely, if you curved your bird. No. So you already got the information that there are people short. Your teammates are actually rotating all the way around. Maybe it would have been so much better to like save your utils for a bit so you can slow them down in the choke point right here where they're least worried about their flanks. They're distracted. They want to get inside A site. They already have information that there are people in U-hole, so they'd want to push that too. How do you fight them back? Of course, with the utils that you have. I hope you can use this dog instead of very offensively, you use this a bit more defensively because there are two people in U-hole right now sitting with two close to mid-range weapon, which is the Spectre and the Bucky. There's a smoke right there. It's so easy to like mistime the dog. It would have been better if you, one, either just sat outside of the smoke, waiting for the jet to either peek out, or anyone really. Sitting inside the smoke is fine too, because your smoke, that smoke covers everything. So as long as you're looking towards short, if anyone walks inside the smoke, you'll be able to get them directly. The Reyna was there. I'm scared.
Concussed.
Yeah, at least the Brim got the trade. A lot of the times in like diamond queues, people would rather just take this part of the map, just take U-hole, just take A short, you're good, you're clear. If you were able to get that jet without one of you dying, that could have turned around completely because you would have full control of U-hole with two close range weapons and they will have just vandals and phantoms. In a way, you are at the advantage right there. Being an initiator, every single util that you have counts. Depending on how you use your utils, it will always either make or break the whole round.
Oh, I flash fountain.
Okay.
See, got people. If no people, then I dog shower.
Hawk out.
Too early. No point. That dog didn't have money. Oh my god. God damn, you're eager. Okay, one, the reason why there's no point of that Trailblazer, your teammate already died outside of shower. You already got the information that there are people outside shower, and even if you do dog them, there's gonna be no backup whatsoever. I'm assuming that's why you push this teleporter. But god fucking damn, man! You push the TP with your flash out, motherfucker. Holy. Proud of you, man. All TPs. Oh my god, you got the spike! Nice! Ooh, that Brim is a giga, Chad. Nice. Okay, we confirm there's one flank, one coming up A short. Reyna's watching flank. With the way you guys are positioned right now, I'm assuming it's either you or Brimstone who's gonna die. But this is practically a round secured. We already confirmed there's one flank and Reyna is watching your flank. I would personally have went to U-Hall with Brim. Or tell him to just play on your contact. You already have everything. You already have the cross. Best case scenario, maybe if you hold this angle, this angle right here, and tell him to stop peeking. Yeah, Jet's dead. Okay, there he goes. Does he have a smoke? He has a smoke. You spray it. Get him! Yeah! Well done, well done, well done. Communicate a bit more with your team. I love how you're communicating to your team, by the way. I want to put that out there. But you need to communicate a bit more in terms of what you want them to do. Here, you are a Sky holding this angle, and your Brimstone is holding this angle. With you right here, you have the superior angle. A lot of the times, if you have the better angle, you will always have to call. What I'd like to say all the time is play with my contact. Because then, in one way, you are the bait. Right now, he is like, you know, jiggling around, jumping left and right, trying to spray him down, but he doesn't have to. It's nice if you would tell him, hey, play in my contact. The only time he would swing is if you made contact with the enemy Brim. Communicate better, especially if you have the better angle right here. Someone's there. Nice, one more. No.
Dig.
Okay. Again, could have been so much better to use your bird there. Having a dog out would be better because you can actually see the information and you can confirm it instead of just throwing the bird and here blinded. One guy's there, guys. Your guiding light recharges. If you want to waste or throw utils, use the utils that are rechargeable. I like that fake. Run it back. A
Hawk out. Blinded. Dropped.
where was the Jet looking? Nice.
Right now.
Spike down.
Anti. I like what you did here, where you faked out the Cypher reveal, right? You faked it so they go A. So now the only information they have is Sage is holding A, guys. You running all the way down here does not do you any favor, especially if, right here, look at that. You walk because you want it to be a bit more sneaky. So throwing out your flash, again, util efficiency. Throwing out your flash will not do you any favor. It instantly reveals your potential location. Jet dash was at the same time as your guiding light. I'm assuming they probably heard the bird was released inside U-Hole right around here, which was nice because it ended up making the Jet peak like that. What a maniac, by the way. Don't do that.
Dropped.
I like that. Good sprays. The reason why they play here instead of A short is because any footstep that they make in A short, you can hear it in this corner itself. That's why here, you could already hear the footsteps.
Get out of my way.
You heard the Jet flying. I don't know what they were doing. There was already information. So basically, you didn't really need to throw your bird out. A lot of the times, people would play Sky here and be long. You can't really hear the footsteps that's coming from here. In the radar, while walking around, you can see the range of the footsteps. So they want to get information of people lurking up here, especially just in case if they have an op or just waiting for that angle to like peek. It's why they throw the bird here to get information of either B short or B fountain while having a TP to work with. If people are pushing from B long, it's easy to just... I do this flash specifically instead of just this, because then your flash should be stronger. Random information being thrown out there. Here, no matter what sound you do in A short, you'll be able to hear it instantly, even if you're just in U-Hole. If you are holding this, all you have to do is just sit and listen.
Hawk out. Blinded.
You didn't really have to peek that. Your race had a judge. You could have just given him the whole I will hold U-Hole like my life depends on it role. It would have been better if you just held U-Hole with your raise. Maybe give them the sight. It's okay. Your Reyna is flanking. You have everything under your control. Your Brim has ult. Your Sage has res. Holding U-Hole would have been the best way to play this. Because yeah, one, you didn't have information of how many people there are. No, that's when you throw your bird to clear A short, just in case. That's fine too. Support them. Oh my god, 4. Was your Sage covering? Oh, your Sage was covering. It would have been nice if you threw a bird again. You got information that there's people outside hookah. It would have been nice if you threw your bird just to clear here, to know that there's no one lurking. But that concuss was nice. Well, almost.
Close.
Hawk out. Blinded.
Joe, sure.
Sorry, it's just funny. My instinct was to look away, maybe then peek after looking away. But it's it's nice that you had the balls to like peek that despite looking at the flash. You run. You don't play that angle. You don't dog. You don't do anything. You don't play that angle. You get out. You get out. You get out. What? Okay, first of all, what the fuck was that? My right clicks don't do that, man. Second, you had your martial out in U-Haul. That's not a gun that you want to bring with you in U-Haul. If you ask any average Valorant player what is a gun that you would bring with you to hold U-Haul, they would say a shorty, a Bucky, Judge, Stinger, Spectre, a rifle. Op and martial is not in the question. You held U-Haul with your martial out like a Giga Chad. I officially appoint you as the biggest ball diamond player known to mankind. You even peeked! You even peeked that! You flashed and peeked even after hearing the dog coming at you and all the enemy team running down A short. Only to kill that jet running down with a right click with a free gun. You know, sometimes I wonder why Valorant is an esports ready game. Whenever you shoot out bullets, they can tell where you're coming from and they can like pinpoint you through the smoke a lot easier because you're closer to the smoke. If you're gonna spray out with like a Vandal or something, the reason why they're spraying from here is because it's hard to like pinpoint on where they're gonna be spraying from. All you see is like bullets pushing through the smoke. Whenever you shoot the bullets, they can see exactly where your bullets are coming from, so it makes it a lot easier to like spray down the smoke from their perspective. The only time I would recommend spraying through the smoke when you're close to the smoke is if you're holding a Phantom. See? Right there. You knew where to spray right after you took a couple shots because you can see better on where he's shooting from. So obviously he was shooting like right there based on the bullet tracers. But in your situation a while ago, you really couldn't tell where they're shooting from.
Blinded.
When you flash right here, it doesn't really clear a lot of angles. It doesn't clear here. It doesn't clear someone maybe holding a shotgun angle right there. It doesn't clear top truck. But if you dog, you'll be able to get so much information from this. The moment you get here, you'll be able to see top truck instantly. Or maybe even if you're not gonna check top truck, you could instantly clear out U-Haul.
Give me nuts.
Ah, finally the heal came out. Oh my god, that rage. Good job, good job. Let's put it down, pros and cons. Let's start with pros. 1, you're confident whenever you peek, which I like. Confidence brings you a long way in Valorant. 2, I like how you always try to back your team up. I love that as an initiator. Pro number 3, I like the communication that you do with your team. You always tell them your next move, especially as an initiator. It's nice to know when you're going to flash, but maybe you could improve that a bit more by communicating with your teammate on what angle that you have. Because I swear to God, this happens way too often. I always get teammates who don't like looking at their maps and would rather have fight alone. In this round right here where you could have told your Brim to play contact, maybe you're not playing in this angle, maybe you're playing in this angle right here. It would have been so much better to like communicate with your Brim to play in your contact, where the only time he actually swings is when you make contact with the enemy Brim. Number 1 for cons definitely is you are not efficient with your utilities. I'm gonna put this as bluntly as possible. They're very useless utilities, especially when like you throw out your blind deep inside A short despite already getting that information. 1, the blind won't really do anything there. It's not gonna slow them down either because they know it's coming from a very, very far place. 2, the information that you get there is the information that you already knew in the first place by the amount of footsteps that they were making. Number 2 for con is you like to fight a lot. I mean that in a perspective of like trying to get the most out of your rounds. A lot of the times you push out U-Haul with a Marshall despite so much utils flying at you. I guess that's a ballsy move and maybe you can get rewarded by it. Maybe it's a high risk, high reward thing, but you always put yourself in a very, very unfavorable situation or placement. So yeah, I guess that's it. I'm more surprised that you're on Diamond, honestly. I know that your peak is Ascendant, but I could have sworn that you reached Immortal at one point. Your aim is very consistent. You know exactly when to shoot. Your flicks aren't overshooting at all. I guess looking at your like match history, it makes sense that you didn't hit Immortal. By match history, I don't mean like your score and everything. It's more like you don't play as much. You're not like those crackheads who plays 10 games a day.